We face annihilation, miseducation to a hidden nation. It's been more than 2,000 years of oppression. Still my people refuse to learn their lesson. It's a battle every day. Many have gone astray. They live in the curses cause they chose not to keep the commandments. It's never too late. You have to pray. You can change your ways. It's never too late. You have a way. You can change your way. My people, we gotta wake up. We're too comfortable. We need a shake up. Let the truth be told.
We need to clean our soul. Shalawam, shalawam to everybody out there. Once again, shalawam. Let's give all praises be to our Abanawi Yahawah, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and to our brother, our friend, Hamashiach YAHAWASHI. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe and share. And shalom to all of Malaks, Ahchs Ahchwaths out there. May you continue strong, keep up the good fight, and continue to put in the work. If you have clicked on, thank you, the water. We have a good lesson today about where your treasure is. Where is your treasure? That's what this lesson will be going into today. Once again, let's just say all praises to our Abanawi Yahawah, Bahasham Mashiach Yahawashi. Let's dive right into these scriptures. As always, I like to start off with Proverbs chapter 3, the rewards of wisdom. My son, forget not my law, but let thy heart keep my commandments. For the length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck, write them upon thy table of the heart. Verse 4, so shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of Elohim and man. Trust in Yahweh with all your heart, and lean not unto your own understanding. Verse 6, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. That's the very most important one. Trust in Yahweh and acknowledge him in all your ways. Verse 7, be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear Yahweh and depart from evil. Fear Yahweh and depart from evil. So let's dive into the scriptures. Remember, this is about your treasure. Where do you lay at? Where's your mindset at? Where are you putting all of your treasure at? Let's get this in Deuteronomy real quick. Deuteronomy 6. Deuteronomy chapter 6. And I'm going to just start at verse 4. Hear, O Israel, Yahweh or Elohim is one Yahweh. So he's one. It's not a trinity. It's not triune. All these different things that people are telling us in the world. It says in Deuteronomy that he is one. Right? Shema Yashra'ala Yahweh Elohim Yahweh Akkad. That's in the Hebrew. Right? For those who know Hebrew. Anyway, verse 5. Deuteronomy. And thou shalt love Yahweh thy Elohim with all thy heart. This is the important part right here. With all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy might. We have to love the Most High. And some people have a problem with that. Releasing all of theyself unto him. How do I know? Because I had a problem with it. If we be honest with ourselves. To give him full power, which he has already, but just in our mind, to release full power and authority over you, and for you to be able to love him back with all your heart, soul, and might. right? That means sacrificing things. That means giving up your life and the things that you would like to do and the things that you want to do in this world, because this world is evil. So, verse 6, and these words which I command thee this day shall be in thy heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in the house, and when thou walkest by the way. You have to walk by the way, because children, your kids, they see everything, right? They see everything, and it affects them, whether you realize it or not. It affects them in multiple ways. So this is why it says, when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. So all day long, you shall be showing them and teaching them the ways that they should live in the Most High, while being perfected in the Most High, right? Verse 8, and thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hand, and they shall be as frontlets between thy eyes. And thou shalt write them upon the posts of thy house and on the gates. For those Israelites out there, I'm pretty sure most of you guys, if not all you guys, already have this right here. Posted on your door, posted around your house, and posted on your gates if you have gates. Right? The laws, the statutes, the commandments, things like that. I'm pretty sure you have them written around your house, on the front door, and on your gates. If not, you should do this. It's actually a commandment for us to have these things within our home, on our doorposts, and on our gates. So if you didn't know that, this is Deuteronomy 6 and 9. You shall have that, okay? But remember, we have to walk by the way, and we have to love him with all our soul, all our heart, and all our might, right? Remember that. That's very important. Deuteronomy 6 and 5. So let's get into it a little bit more. Let's go to Luke. Luke chapter 10. And this is Martha and Mary. YAHAWASHI visits Martha and Mary. Right? So Luke 10 and 38. And YAHAWASHI and the disciples continued on their way to Jerusalem. And they came to a certain village where a woman named Martha welcomed him into her home. Her sister Mary sat at the master's feet, listening to what he taught. So Mary, Martha's sister, was sitting at YAHAWASHI's feet while he was talking, teaching, right? Verse 40, but Martha was distracted by the big dinner she was preparing. She came to YAHAWASHI and said, Master, doesn't it seem unfair to you that my sister just sits here while I do all the work? Tell her to come and help me. But the master, YAHAWASHI, said to her, my dear Martha, you are worried and upset over all the details. Meaning she was worried about this big dinner that she was trying to prepare for, and all the people that were probably going to come. She wanted everything to be right. She wanted the food to be right. She wanted all these things to be basically details, as he said, perfect. She wanted all the things to be perfect. So she wanted help from her sister. But her sister wasn't helping because she was sitting at the feet of YAHAWASHI while he was teaching, and she was listening to that, right? Now let's see what YAHAWASHI said in verse 42. This is out of the NLT. There is one thing worth being concerned about. Mary has discovered it. Because see, Mary was sitting at his feet while he taught. That was in verse 39. Her sister Mary sat at the master's feet listening to what he taught. Martha was the one running around trying to clean and do the details and prepare this big old dinner and this meal and all those things, but those things didn't mean anything. Nothing. But the treasure that she wanted was what he was teaching. This is why he said in verse 42, there is only one thing worth being concerned about, letting us know as his people, as his disciples, as Israelites, that there's only one thing worth being concerned about. There's nothing else to be concerned about in this world but what he delivered to us, the word. There's only one thing worth being concerned about. Mary has discovered it, and it will not be taken away from her. What will not be taken away from her? The word. The word that she was being taught. The word that she was receiving. That she sat there and ate what? What was she eating? Bread. She ate the bread that came down from the Shemayim. As he said, I am that living bread. Your fathers ate manna in the wilderness. As they said, Moses gave us that. But he said what? No, my father gave you that. But I am the true bread that came down from the Shemayim. And that's what Mary was eating. She was eating that true bread that could not or cannot be taken away from her. So this is one thing that we must ask ourselves, where is your treasure? Martha's treasure was somewhere else, worried about people and worried about the dinner. But Mary's treasure was in the word and what was being delivered. That was where her treasure was. Let me jump to Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, in the King James 1611 Bible, as we see right here. If you don't have one, you should order you one. 1611 King James Bible. Okay, let me blow it up just a little bit more. I can kind of move it over. This chapter 5, I actually want, let me see. I'll get a little bit of this. See, set not thy heart upon thy goods, and say not, I have enough for my life. A lot of people do that, especially in this world. Or once they made a couple million, they kind of relax. They say, well, you know, I'm doing good. I got a fancy car. I got a nice home. I got money in the bank. I'm taking trips. I'm dressing nice. You know, verse 2, follow not thy own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart, right? That's what you want to do. It's not about what you want to do and what you want for your life. Once again, you have to sacrifice your life. That's what Paul wrote about, sacrificing your life. It's the reasonable thing to do for the Most High Yahawah. Verse 3, and say not, who shall control me for my works? That's what's wrong with us as a people. Who shall control me? You want to be in control, but you have no power. None. For life and death is in the power of the Most High hands. For Yahawah will surely revenge what? Your pride. That's being prideful. And in the same book, Sirach 10:18, it says, pride was not made for man. Verse 4, say not I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me? For Yahawah is long-suffering. He will in no wise let thee go. Concerning preparation, Salakia, be not without fear to add sin to sin. Verse 6, and say not, his mercy is great. He will be pacified for the multitude of my sin. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation resteth upon sinners. Verse 7, make no tarrying to turn to Yahawah, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of Yahawah come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance. See? So don't be waiting. Mary didn't wait. When he came, she sat right at his feet. She didn't say, hold on, Martha, let me help you. Let me help you fix this big old dinner, and then we'll sit, or then I'll go and sit and see what YAHAWASHI was talking about. No, she didn't care about that dinner. She went and sat at his feet right then and there because she didn't want to miss anything that was being said, right? Let me get one more. Let's jump to 11. This is in the same book, chapter 11. Wisdom lifteth up the head of him, see, that is of a low degree, and maketh him sit among great men. See, she was using wisdom. That's what she used. She used wisdom. Because where was she at? She was sitting amongst a great man, which was YAHAWASHI Mashiach. She used the wisdom because she knew, hey, I might not never get this again. Verse 2, commend not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance. And we do that in this world. That's what this world is all shaped and formed on. Verse 3, the bee is little among such as fly, but her fruit is the chief of sweet things. Yes, it is. People love honey. They love honey. You know they do. Anyway, let me get verse 4. Boast not of thy clothing and raiment, and exalt not thyself in the day of honor. For the works of Yahweh are wonderful, and his works among man are hidden. See? Are the things hidden to you? Is this knowledge hidden to you? Do you have somewhat of some kind of understanding? Well, if you're watching this, you got to have some kind of understanding. But certain things still are hidden, right? Is it not? Let's go. Let's go here. Let me see 3. I know I'm jumping, but let me get right here real quick. This is the same book, chapter 3. Let me see. See right here, verse 21. Seek not out things that are too hard for thee, neither search things that are above thy strength. But what is commanded thee, think thereupon with reverence, for it is not needful for thee to see with the eyes the things that are what? Secret. That's what it just said in the other verse. It's some things that are hidden. So some people may have understanding on it, and then other people may not have understanding on it. Forgive me for Salakia for being a little tongue-tied. But even here in the scriptures, letting us know in this verse 22, right? Don't worry about those things that are in secret, but worry about the things that's commanded of us, right? And then it says in verse 21, seek not out things that are too hard for you. So some things may be too hard for different people. And if it's too hard, don't worry about that. Because we have all these things that are commanded of us to worry about, to think upon, right? So don't stress off about that. But remember what it said in verse 11, in chapter 11, about the raiment, right? And about someone's beauty. Let's get this in Proverbs. We're going to go back to Proverbs chapter 3. Let's go back to Proverbs chapter 3. This time I'm going to jump all the way down to 13. Right here it is. Happy is the man that findeth what? Wisdom. Don't worry about what kind of clothes you got on. If it's the name brand, if it's the latest fashion, I'm not even sure because I'm not into those things, but I can only call off what I think I know, which is Louis Vuitton and Fendi and Gucci maybe, and Dior and Balenciaga, for the things that I see maybe on billboards, TV or something like that I hear. But, don't worry about those things because the Bible let us know right here in Proverbs 3 and 13, happy is the man that findeth wisdom and the man that getteth understanding. That's where the true treasure is. Verse 14, for the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver and the gain thereof than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies. So wisdom is more precious than rubies. Once again, wisdom is more precious than rubies. And all things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her. So nothing can compare to wisdom. Not paper money, not silver, not gold, not rubies, nothing. 16. Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor. Let me go up a little bit. Verse 17. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is every one that retaineth her. So if you want happiness, you want to be happy, then you have to obtain wisdom. The reason you're unhappy is because you have no wisdom. People want happiness in this world, but that they don't want the wisdom. They always say, I'm unhappy, I'm sad, I'm depressed, I'm this, I'm that. But yet they don't want the wisdom. So how can you be happy if you don't want wisdom? Of course you're going to be unhappy. Of course you're going to be depressed because you don't want the true wisdom that was supposed to be given to you through the Most High. It says she is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is everyone that retaineth her. So if the Bible is telling me I could be happy by retaining wisdom, why wouldn't I want to be happy and retain that? You know why you don't want to? Because you really don't want to be happy. You want to be happy with the things of the world, but you don't want to be happy with the wisdom. You want that gold. You want those rubies. You want that silver. You want that paper money. You want to live like a heathen. Let's get it. Matthew chapter 16. Let's go there. No, before we're going to go to 6. We're going to go to 6. Matthew 6. Matthew 6. We're going to go there. Verse 19. Matthew 6 and verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon the earth. See? Where's your treasure at? It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon the earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in the Shemayim, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. So, where's your treasure once again? Wherever your treasure is, that's where your heart will be. Verse 21, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So where are you putting your treasure at? Are they in the things of this world? If they are, that's where your heart is. Verse 22, the light of the body is the eye. If the eye be single, the whole body shall be full of light. But if the eye be evil, the whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? No man can serve two masters. So we have two masters here. No man can serve two masters. What are the two masters? Let's continue to read. For either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he would hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve Elohim and Mammon, which is money. So you cannot serve the Most High and, as people say today, be chasing that bag. It just doesn't work. Verse 25, therefore I say unto you, see, these are not my words. These are words in the Bible. If you say you believe in the Bible, then this is what's being said. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what you shall eat, or what you shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. Is not life more than meat, and the body more than raiment? Behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they are? Are you not more better than the birds, the fowls of the air? They eat every day, but yet they don't put them in the barns. They don't have a bank account. Verse 27, which of you by taking thought can add 1 cubit unto his statue? You can't. You can think all day, but you won't add anything to your statue. Verse 28, and why take ye thought of raiment, of clothing? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin. And yet I say unto you, that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. Wherefore, if Elohim so clothe the grass of the field, which today is, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much more clothe you? O ye of little faith. See, our faith needs to get stronger. Our faith needs to grow stronger. The Bible is letting us know that if we're worried about these things, if we're putting these things in priority, that we have little faith in the Most High. Verse 31, therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or withal shall we be clothed? For after all these things do the Gentiles seek. For your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things. Here it is, verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of Elohim and his righteousness. What is his righteousness? Deuteronomy 6:25. Thy righteousness is the commandments. And all these things shall be added unto you. So if you seek the kingdom first and his righteousness, all these things that you're concerned and worried about will be added to you anyway. Verse 34, take therefore no thought for tomorrow, for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. And this is what we have to understand. Now let's jump to 19. We have to understand that you can't be concerned about those things. We just can't. This is what the Bible is letting us know, that we just cannot be concerned about these things. Watch this. Everybody know this story, the rich young ruler, right? Matthew 19:16. Behold, one came and said unto him, good master, what good thing shall I do, that I might have eternal life? And he said unto him, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one. Who is that one? YAHAWAH. We read it. Deuteronomy 6:4, right? That one. Abanawa YAHAWAH, right? That is Elohim. This is who it's talking about, the Abba. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. Right? So this is what Yahawashi is telling him. If you want to enter into life, keep the commandments. So how in the world do people go to church or congregations or whatever you in, and you say the commandments is done away with, when Yahawashi himself said, if you want to enter into life, keep the commandments. Verse 18, he said unto him, which commandment? Yahawashi said, thou shalt do no murder, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, honor thy father and thy mother, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. The young man saith unto him, all these things, this is what he said, all these things have I kept from my youth up. What lack I yet? So he wanted to know, I do the laws, I keep the commandments, but what am I lacking? Letting us know that a person can keep the commandments but still be lacking something. But just because you're keeping the commandments, you can still be lacking something eternally. And Yahawashi is going to let us know what this young man was lacking. His treasure, as we've been talking about this whole lesson, was somewhere else. Even though he was keeping the commandments, his treasure was somewhere else because he wasn't truly keeping the commandments. He was only keeping them because that's what he was told to do, but his heart wasn't really there. Like Yahawashi said before, when he said, Isaiah has well prophesied of you. They honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. See, this man's heart was far from him. How do we know this? Verse 21, Yahawashi said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou have. Go and sell what you have and give to the poor. Go sell it. Don't come bring me the money, but give the money to the poor. And thou shalt have treasure, once again, what we've been talking about all morning, treasure in the Shemayim, right? Treasure. And come and follow me. But when the young man heard that saying, he went away, what? Sorrowful. See? He went away sad. Why? For he had great possessions. So where was his treasure? In those possessions. But we just read in Proverbs chapter 3 that wisdom and understanding is more better than silver, gold, and rubies, or any other merchandise and everything else. But yet this man had possessions here in the earth. And when Yahawashi told him to go sell all those things, give the money to the poor and come and follow me, he went away sad. Verse 23, watch this. Verse 23. Then said Yahawashi unto his disciples, truly or verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of the Shemayim. And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of Elohim. So be careful what you want. A lot of people want these riches of the world, but yeah, you might be rich in this world, but you're not going to enter into the kingdom. When his disciples heard it, they were exceedingly amazed, saying, who can be saved then? Yahawashi, verse 26, Yahawashi beheld them and said to them, with man, this is impossible, but with Elohim, all things are possible. So with man, you can't get to the kingdom, but with Elohim, if the Most High and the Spirit, the Rakah Kadash, is walking with you, oh man, it's possible. Verse 27, then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahawashi said unto them, truly I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And every one that has forsaken houses, You forsook your house. Or brethren, you forsook your brethren. Or sister, you forsook your sister. You left them. Or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. Because you put your treasure in the Most High. You put your treasure in YAHAWASHI. When he told that man to go sell everything and come back and follow him, he extended his hand. He extended his olive branch, as we would say. But the man was so concerned about his possessions that he didn't even realize what was being extended to him. He was going to get this everlasting life, but he didn't realize because he was so worried about his what? Possessions. Verse 30, but many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. See, he was so concerned about his possessions that he didn't even realize what he was being handed. This is the Hamashiach, YAHAWASHI himself, telling this man, go and sell your stuff and then come and follow me. What a beautiful thing. The Hamashiach, the anointed one, the Savior, the Son, told this man to come and follow me. You can walk with me. But the young man heard these things and he went away sorrowful because he had great possessions. Things of the world. Let's get this real quick. Hold on. Because this is going to say it all and then we're going to get out of here. This is going to say it all right here. I blew it up too much. Hold on. This is going to say it all right here. 1 Timothy. Here it is right here. I'm going to start at 7. For we brought nothing into this world. See, if this rich young ruler would have knew this, and he was really keeping the commandments, he really had an understanding of what it is. We brought nothing into this world. And it is certain, meaning it's certain, we can carry nothing out. So why was he so concerned about his treasures, his possessions in this world, when he was born, he didn't bring anything into the world? I don't know nobody to come out their mother's womb and dig back in her womb and be like, oh, I forgot my gold bar. Or, oh, I forgot my silver. It's still in there. Let me go back in there and get my silver out. My motorcycle's in there. No. When you come out butt naked, crying. Nothing. You don't have a pot to piss in, a window to throw out, or a penny in your pocket. You came in this world butt naked, and when you go out of this world, it's the same way you're going to go out butt naked. Either they're going to put you in the ground or they're going to put you in that furnace and burn you and make you ashes. One or the other. That's it. So that's 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 7. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. Verse 8, and having food and raiment, let us be therefore content. So as long as you have something to eat and you have some clothing on, the Bible is telling you be content with that. That's all you need. Just some kind of clothing. It could be Walmart clothing, Kmart clothing. I don't know what stores you have out there in other parts of the world, wherever you are, just watching this. But whatever it is, it don't have to be a $300 t-shirt because it got a logo on it. No. As long as you got a shirt on, whether it was $1 or $2 or 50 cents, as long as you can put some clothing on your body, that's all. Let's be concerned, right? That's what verse 8 is saying. Verse 9, but they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. Verse 10, for the love of money is the root of all evil. So if you want to put your treasure in this world in money, gold, silver, all these things, possessions, the Bible is letting us know that those things are the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the what? Faith. They went against the faith and pierced themselves through with what? Many sorrows. See? Because they went against the faith. You're going against the Most High. But thou, O man of Elohim, the man of the Most High, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, and meekness. Fight the good fight. That's what this is about. Verse 12. Fight the good fight of what? Faith. Lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called, and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses. This powerful. I give thee charge in the sight of Elohim, who quickeneth all things, and before Hamashiach YAHAWASHI, who before Pontius Pilate witnessed a good confession, that thou what? That thou keep this commandment without spot, unrebukable, until the appearing of our Master, Yahawashi Hamashiach, which in times he shall show who is the Barak and the only potent, the King of kings, the Master of masters, who only have immortality, dwelling in the light which no man can approach unto, whom no man have seen, nor can see, to whom be the honor and power everlasting. Amawah. I mean, with that, I'll just close out with that right there. Who only have immortality. So, once again, this whole lesson was about where your treasure is. And wherever your treasure is, like the Bible said, that's where your heart will be also. So, hopefully this was edifying in some type of way. Forgive me for the Salakia, for the stumbling of the word sometime. But, hopefully, like I say, this edified you. The scriptures is on the screen. You can go back, read them for yourself. And man, I truly hope that you put your treasure in Yahawashi, Hamashiach, and in our Abanawa Yahweh. As he said, he is one. So with that being said, we're going to get ready to get out of here. As always, Kwam Yasharallah, giving all praises, honor, glory to our Abanawa Yahweh. And with that, we're going to say, Shalawam.